Que paso, Mufaso. You are on Project Life Expertise on the simulcast. If you're over there on the Walt Diddy channel, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All powered by Sigma Lifestyle. Sitting in with me, you see him over there in the cut by the camera. That is Wellington Pumpernickel. Yes, he's from the UK. Over this show, that is Dr. Berstein. I know what you're wondering. Why don't you have human beings behind you? Because human beings are not behind me. I've been trying to work with somebody for the longest here on YouTube, but maybe that day will come. Until it does, that's the team. This is the dream. Hope you've had a great day, a great start of your week. As I mentioned, just a little bit of YouTube etiquette. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, or the notification bell just might hit you. I hope it does. It probably won't. I know by now you must be wondering. You have to be wondering, what you talking about, Walt Diddy? Well, we're gonna be talking about that. Struggling men and the instant trap. Tonight's, I should say, topic of conversation is why men struggle in a world of instant gratification. Now, on a lot of YouTube channels, you're gonna get a lot of reaction videos. You're gonna get a lot of blame, a lot of shame, a lot of explain, right? Shame, blame, and explain. Coined by the prophet himself, Ty City, but not on this channel. Not on this channel. I don't have the energy, the mental fortitude, or the time or patience to tell you everything that you know is already wrong. This is now a solution-based channel. If you go over to Project Expertise and like, share, subscribe there, I am trying my best to find us all, me included, solutions to the problems. I mean, every day you hear nothing about problems as you stroll up and down your phone, aka think box. You get a lot of problems, but how about some solutions? That's what we're gonna do here. Take a quick look at the chat. Shout out to Daniel Berry, Sports Highlight. Happy Tuesday to you, sir. Shout out and peace to New in the house. Shout out to NEU in the house. Shout out to you, family. 2025 is slowly coming to an end. It's slowly coming to an end. You know what's going on in dating and relationships. You know what's going on in the economy. You know what's going on around the world. And it's a bunch of trouble, a bunch of problems, right? Where do you go to find solutions? You won't find solutions talking about the same problems that you've been talking about for the last 10 years. This is a time for solutions. So if you're a man over 30 or a woman over 30, this is the conversation for you. And without further ado, we're going to get right in it. You must be wondering, what you talking about on Project Expertise, Walt Diddy. Struggling men, the instant trap. The instant trap, and that instant trap would be living in a world of instant gratification, right? So the topic of discussion is why men struggle in a world of instant gratification. So what is that instant gratification? Let's get right into the business. Whether you know it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we live in a microwave society. What is a microwave society? That is a good question to ask. If you would just head over to Google, as I did, don't do it right now. And if you type in the prompt, what is a microwave society? This will come up and it will start the basis of our conversation. This is the foundation of the conversation on why men struggle in a microwave instant gratification society, and it's for this. I'm going to read so you don't have to. A microwave society is a term describing a culture that expects and demands. Notice what it says. All right. It is a culture that expects and demands instant gratification and results with minimal effort. So that would explain the financial. That would explain becoming a YouTuber. That explains dating, relationships, marriage, what have you. In this new age, this new microwave society, it's the term describing a culture that expects and demands immediate gratification and results with minimal effort. Similar to how a microwave heats food quickly, right? Zip it in the microwave, 2 minutes, wham, hot food. This mindset leads to a desire for instant success and discourages The patience, consistent effort often needed for long-term growth, leading to disappointment when immediate results aren't achieved. I've went through this personally with my YouTube page here on Walt Diddy, and I'm taking the opposite, the 180 approach on project expertise. I know it's a long grind, and I do it because I enjoy making this content, and I'm not no longer looking for instant gratification. So, how does that play into the conversation? Why do men struggle in a world full of instant gratification? Well, first and foremost, with your relationships. You want it to be a happily ever after in the beginning. You expect all these high expectations without putting in said work. We have been trained in these male spaces, whether it's on YouTube, social media, just because you make some money and you have a little status, everything should be perfect. Everything should fall right into place without you having to do any extra work. And that's just not the case. Same thing with your finances, right? We get the job, we get the promotion, we have some credentials or degrees, and we expect to get right to the top instantly. It wasn't always that way. If you go back to a time, if you're older as I am, there was a time before social media and before we were all in each other's business and comparing to each other where we didn't think that way. So let's do a little bit of research. As I mentioned, if you Google what is a microwave society, we get that definition. But here's the meat and potatoes. I know you should have asked yourself by now why men struggle in a world of instant gratification. Well, I'm going to give you some reasons. I worked on the research on this presentation for the last week, and this is what I came up with. Reason number one: why modern men feel trapped in a cycle of fast expectations and shallow rewards. Fast expectation, shallow rewards. Modern men are consistently surrounded by signals that everything must happen quickly, from sports and entertainment to movies, especially being a YouTuber, your relationship, everything that we do. Instant matches on dating apps, right? Same day delivery, likes and views in seconds. This creates a cycle of craving validation and results without depth. Would you agree? Instant matches on dating apps. We know that's not real life. We don't instantly match with someone without getting to know each other. Same day delivery from Amazon, so we don't have the patience to wait in line at Walmart, Target, and those places. Likes and views in seconds. Right? We see our favorite content creator put up a video, 100,000 views, 10,000 likes, and now we expect that without having to put in the same work and patience that it may have taken them to reach those heights. And as I mentioned, it creates a cycle of craving validation. Right? Whether you want to admit it or not, we all crave some type of recognition, aka validation for our efforts on our work. But each hit of dopamine, right? And I could also add PORN. Find a video. Oh, I like that. Bang, bang, bang. Instant dopamine, right? So each hit of dopamine feels good for a moment, but fades just as fast. It's just as soon as you went to that video and dropped it like it's hot, feeling's gone. As soon as you get those likes, that feeling's gone. So you're off to the next stunt, the next controversial topic, being the next Charleston White, Anton Daniels, or Andrew Tate's of the world. But it fades just as fast, leaving men restless, unsatisfied, and pressured to chase the next quick win. Does that sound familiar? It's not that men are weaker than before. It's that the environment has engineered men to stay stuck in, many shallow loops. So we hear that topic a lot, right? Men are not men anymore. Sure we are. It's the environment. It's going to work or whatever, getting the instant validation, or I should say gratification of seeing her in those leggings. That was very, very rare in the 80s and 90s. The ladies that wore them, we called them hookers. Watch 80 TV shows and who's standing on the corner and what they're wearing. Moving right along to topic number 2. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you find this content interesting, useful, or just something to pass the time. Number 2, how instant gratification destroys focus, discipline, and long-term achievement. Life should not be a sprint, gentlemen. It's a marathon. All right, don't rush to get old. Instant gratification rewires the brain for short bursts of pleasure. Just like if you're watching a lot of PORN, it has rewired your brain. I've been there, done that. I'm not going to harp on it. We all have a journey to go on. But I can promise you, instant gratification, the likes, going straight to the top are the ones that fall the fastest. And it also rewires the brain for short bursts of pleasure. Not sustained effort, instead of building patience and resilience. The true test of a man is how resilient he is. Can you bounce back from adversity? Can you bounce back from heartache? A part of dating is getting your heart broke. Shout out to Super Sly. He said it on his last stream. That is true. Men become conditioned to abandoning tasks when results aren't immediate. Right? I see it at work with my employees that report to me. If it don't happen instantly, they're ready to quit. You see it on the football fields now. You see it in basketball. You see the quitter's mentality because we all are conditioned, thanks to social media, thanks to these smartphones, thanks to this microwave society that we live in, to get instant gratification, and it will harm you in the long run. That's why projects that require months or years, whether it's fitness, mastery of skill, financial independence, feel impossible to most. You are 240 pounds and you're 5'8" and you're trying to lose weight. It's going to be a marathon. I know you want it instantly, right? So you go with the Ozempic. You go with these things, and you find your health worse than it was when you was the big guy. You ladies should know about that also. The disciplined muscle weakness because of the brain is additionally a novelty to shortcuts. We're training our brain to always take the shortcuts. Most things in life that are great and good, there's no shortcut for it. There's no shortcut to a happy relationship. There's no shortcut to financial independence. There's no shortcut, as I mentioned, from going 240, 5'8" to 185, 5'8". You take those shortcuts, something dastardly is about to happen to you. Over time, this undermines confidence. If you can focus, you don't trust yourself to finish anything. If you can't focus, you can't trust yourself to finish anything. Moving right along, we have 2 more to cover that I think you will find also just as interesting. Number 3 on our list, gentlemen, is the dangers only seeing the end result without the hard work behind them. To my younger millennials and zillennials, right, hard work will pay off. It's not fair. Is it fair that birds eat worms? It's not, but I can guarantee you that it does. Here's what's happened. Social media is the ultimate highlight reel. Everyone is showing you the good things in their life. They're not showing you the adversity. They're not showing you the pain, the struggle, the embarrassments, the setbacks. You're not going to see that. Right. So I'm going to read that again. What we're talking about now is number 3 on our list, gentlemen. The dangers of only seeing end results without the hard work behind them. There was hard work that your favorite YouTuber put in to get to 1 million subscribers. Social media, whether it be X, aka Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube, anyone that you can name, social media is the ultimate highlight reel. 6-pack abs, luxury cars, perfect relationships, vacations, showing the money, a new Gucci belt, my new Prada shoes. Men only see the end project, not the years of sweat, sacrifice, and failure that made it possible. All you younger people just see Jay-Z as the billionaire. I remember when Jay-Z wasn't getting heard. I remember Jay-Z was tagging around Big Daddy Kane and nobody knew him. You listen to this audio recording or watching me and listening through your beats by Dre. I remember Dre was struggling when NWA broke up and Aftermath was a flop. I remember that. So you didn't get to see their years of sacrifice, the hard work, the failures, the flop albums, the flop movies. You like Kevin Hart? I remember he was in a flop movie called Soul Plane. Do you remember that? We laughed at him. We never thought he would get this far, but he did. Hard work, resilience, and working. Do you know that Tom Brady was like a 6th-round draft pick? He got in on a fluke. Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Then the story of Tom Brady started through hard work and resilience. But as I mentioned, men only see the end product nowadays, not the years of sweat, sacrifice, and failure that made it possible. This creates dangerous illusions. Illusion number 1, unrealistic comparisons. Why don't I have that already? Number 2, impatience with progress. Right? Enjoy the journey. It takes too long. I must be failing. Have you said that to yourself? Have you heard a friend or family member say that to themselves? Number 3, shame and discouragement. Those are more dangerous than any disease on this planet, shame and discouragement. Something must be wrong with me. The results in men abandoning the journey because they assume the result should come faster, when in reality, the grind is what builds lasting strength. Most people that get successful at whatever their field, their genre, their passions are, they struggle, went unnoticed, and the ones that keep it is the ones that learned the lessons of resilience, patience, hard work, perseverance. Those are the ones that keep the rewards. That's why your favorite entertainer that's still going strong, those are the lessons that he or she learned. And finally, number four, if you're still with me, if I have not made you very upset yet, number 4 on the list, what it takes to reclaim patience, purpose, and the type of growth that lasts. Pay attention. First, we need to break free requires flipping the script. That's an old hip hop term. We're going to flip the script on them. Number 1, practice delayed gratification. Train yourself to wait for rewards, fitness, reading, self-development. Here's an example. You are setting a goal to lose 20 pounds. Also, you need to set yourself a reward. When I lose these 20 pounds, I'm going to the Bahamas. When you lose 20 pounds, you book that trip and you go to the Bahamas. Not before, not when you lose 10 pounds. Number 2, fall in love with the process. I'm in love with the process of building my project expertise channel because I found what I'm really supposed to be doing. Going to find some solutions to the problems that you and I both have. And at Project Expertise, I'm the project and I'm trying to give you the expertise. So what I'm going over is things that I've had to overcome in my own life and still deal with on a day-to-day basis. I'm just giving you the expertise. But number 2 is fall in love with the process. Find pride, effort, not just in the outcomes, just from doing. Take pride in doing. You fail, you did. How many people sit on their rear ends right now, scrolling on their phone, eating pizza and M&Ms, and you up doing it? You failed doing it. Number 3, detox from illusions. Social media is illusion. Everybody is fake. They're fake. Your favorite Instagram model, she's fake. Tell her to wipe up all the makeup off, take off the body shaper, take off the leggings, and we'll see if gravity takes control of her butt and her boobs. If you're a lady. Sir, your favorite influencer, find out how much debt he's in from that fancy car and all the women, and let's see what's happening then. Limit highlight reel consumption that distracts reality. Social media. Next up, commit to long-term projects. Something you can't microwave. I can't microwave monetizing Project Expertise, my other channel. I can't microwave getting it to 50,000 subscribers, which is my goal. It's going to take work. It's going to take content. It's going to take consistency. And lastly, rebuild your own identity. Make friends with alone. The best things you're going to do is going to be alone. Your best thinking is going to be alone. Your hardest work and success will be alone. We see our favorite athletes on the court, but no one was taking a look at Kobe when he was in the gym. Nobody was looking at them when he was in there shooting hoops by himself, going to get his own rebounds, then shooting some more. Think about that. See yourself as a kind of man who grows through effort, not shortcuts. Patience and purpose are reclaimed not by chasing faster results, but choosing slower paths on purpose, because slow growth is real growth. So there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's just a few things that we're working on here at Project Expertise. This goes for me. This goes for you. This goes for everyone. This kind of gave you an overview with 4 topics on why men struggle in a world of instant gratification. And I'm sure you ladies have the same struggles. That highlight reel of social media is not our friend. Every day when you're strolling on X or whatever, people showing you their best lives, or they're showing you a problem where they can get instant gratification of being a social justice warrior or being the moral police. But what's going on behind closed doors is something that more often people are going to hide from you. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, or the notification bell is soon to hit you. I'm trying to write a code for it to do such. Has not worked yet. And remember, this is Project Expertise, where I'm the project. I just gave you the expertise. Now go out and do something with it. See if anybody popped in the chat while I was doing my thing. Absolutely not. I did not think so, because this is a problem-solving channel. And as I mentioned, one of the biggest struggle for men right now is going to soak up what we would call quiche content if you are chocolate African American, and or Karen content if you are someone that's white. We are in a terrible situation, ladies and gentlemen, where you are actively seeking your own demise. Faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. And if all you're listening to is problem, reaction video about celebrities you never meet that care nothing about you, right? The problems with relationships, you're going to have those same problems. I'm sorry. There is no way around it, no matter what we do or how we go about things. As a bonus, sir, don't you skip this video. If you stay with me, I'm going to give you 7 ways to break absolutely free of the struggles of this microwave society that we live in, where people are seeking instant gratification, where people are seeking the me that's going on, not only in the United States of America, but around the world. And I'm going to do that right now with 7 strategies to reclaim focus, patience, and growth. That's what we're here to do, to grow, to be better than we were yesterday, last year, and 10 years ago. And I'm going to share with you some things that has personally helped me. The kid that came growing up with no running water, finishing damn near last in my high school, to being the man that I am now, that's a lot more confident, okay with being alone, and comfortable in my own skin. Number 1, practice delayed gratification. Train yourself to wait for rewards instead of chasing instant results. If you set a goal to buy a new car and you want to pay cash for it, also set that goal with a reward. Perhaps when you do that, let's go to Hawaii. But we're not going to go to Hawaii until we pay for that car and achieve the goal. Number 2 on that list, here's an example. Commit to finishing a 30-day challenge, fitness, reading, or language learning before rewarding yourself with entertainment. Entertain yourself after you achieve the goal. I know we used to go into social media, whether it's Twitter, aka X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or all the others, and we see the highlight reel of everybody saying, "Hey, look at me. My life is so wonderful." I think not, and you know better than that also. Moving right along on our list to number 2. Redefine success beyond end results. Instead of choosing over the highlight reel promotions like physique, right? We see the body influencers, we see the female influencers with the health and beauty tips. Focus on daily progress. Social media, as I mentioned, is just a highlight reel. Focus on that daily progress. Are you better today than you was yesterday? Are you better today than you were last year? If so, if you can say yes, you are on the right track. Here's an example. Track progress goes like hours studied, pages written, not just the final milestone. Also, if you're trying to lose weight, let's not get on the scale all the time. Are your pants not fitting anymore because they're too big? You are on the right track. Number 3, let's move on to number 3, ladies and gentlemen, on that list. Number 3 is embrace long-term projects. Embrace long-term projects. This life that we're living should not be a sprint, it's a marathon. We want to get older, have a lot of gray hairs, grandkids, all those good things. So that's going to be a marathon. Number 1, pick something that cannot be microwaved. Gardening, strength training, building a side business. Here on Project Expertise, this channel can't be microwaved. It's going to take me hard work through content creation, editing, coming up with topics, connecting with an audience to grow the channel, to monetize the channel, to get to 50,000 subscribers, which is the goal in the next year. It's going to take a lot of hard work. I don't have 500 subscribers right now, so we both know I can't microwave those results. Number 2 on this list, this forces you to slow down and respect progress, right? The process, I should say. So number 2 is it's going to force you to slow down and respect the process. I have no choice but to respect the progress and the process. As I mentioned, I don't have 200 subscribers. I am not monetized here on Project Expertise, but I am respecting the process of trying to find out what can I do? What value can I offer you, the viewer, to come, share, like, leave your comments, and we build a community together. So I have to respect the process. It's going to be a process. I'm going to have to make the right content. I'm going to have to make impactful content, and I'm going to have to connect with you on a genuine basis in order to achieve that goal. And I realize that. Moving on to number 4 here on the list, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4, I had to do this and I strongly suggest it to you. Detox from superficiality, the superficial things in life. How much money I got, showing off your new clothes, showing off your physique, showing off your intellectual prowess. So what we should do, and what I recommend doing because it worked for me, is to limit exposure to social media highlights. Right? The social media highlight reel of my vacation is showing, hey, look how happy my kids are. But we never hear from the kids. Showing off the vacation, showing off the promotion, showing off the new car, showing off the home, showing off the new clothes. So what I had to do to lock in and become as focused as I am now and more focused in the future is limit exposure to social media highlight reels that feel the illusion of effortless success. That social highlight, hey, if you just do this, you can go and make $10,000 a year. Look at me, I'm traveling the world. I am so successful. Right? It makes it seem like that's effortless success, and that's just not the way it works. But here's an example. One no scroll per day, per week, and unfollow accounts that are only showcase perfection. If you're not seeing anyone's downs, their struggles, right, how they made it, showing you from start to finish, that should be an unfollow. That should be a red flag that, do I really want to consume that content? Because I will tell you, faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. So when you add in seeing to that, it makes the spell, for lack of a better term, set in deep on our subconscious. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, to number 5 on the list. Create rituals of patience. Habits, if you don't like the word ritual. Replace the impulse to rush with routines that train endurance. Excuse me, I can't read my own writing. So, number 5, create rituals of patience. Replace the impulse to rush with routines that train endurance. Trying to lose weight, let's not rush in the gym. Form overweight. Remember that it is a marathon and not a sprint. If you're trying to become financially independent, take care of one debt at a time. You're trying to build your credit score and pay off debt. We want to pay off one debt at a time. Here's an example. Cook a meal from scratch or read a physical book for once. Put your phone down. Because we have that impulse to go look at that highlight reel that everyone is putting out on social media. These slow tasks building, what it's going to do is build tolerance in the process. Right? So you're going to need some tolerance. You're going to need some patience. We're going to need to build that endurance muscle, if we, for lack of a better term, to achieve our goals and to be our own individual, which is most important. Being yourself. Being yourself is a full-time job. Pleasing yourself is a full-time job. And it takes habits and patience to do such. Let's move on to number 6 on said list, if we will. Number 6 is a huge one. Focus on depth, not turnover. Right? Focus on the depth of something, not the turnover. What do you mean? I am glad you asked. We're going to get right into what I mean. What we want to do is pick something that cannot be microwaved as far as guarding, strict training, and those things. And we also want to do this. Instead of chasing novelty, new apps, new goals every week, deepen one skill. All right. For me, to build project expertise, my one skill that I want to deepen is storytelling. Even though I'm building this list, I want to make standalone videos where I'm telling the stories on how I may have been a failure at this. I did X, Y, and Z, and how you can do the same if you so choose, maybe a little differently, and to receive the same reward, if not a bigger one. That's the whole premise of project expertise. So instead of chasing novelty, the new app, the new iPhone, the new dating app, or new goals every week, deepen one skill, one craft, or one relationship. You can't fix your relationship with your entire family overnight. It starts one person, one relationship at a time. It starts one skill at a time. You're a wide receiver, maybe it's the footwork. You're an accountant, maybe it's your organization. If you're a manager, maybe it's your communication skills. One skill at a time. Here's an example. Commit to learning guitar or learning a new skill. I'm learning the art of storytelling for 12 months instead of becoming, having multiple hobbies. If you want to be better at golf, you have to work on one skill at a time. Is it your swing? Is it your putt? Is it the endurance that you need to play 18 holes? Ma'am, you may be in the beauty industry. Is it cutting hair, and making it look neat and as it should? Should it be learning the products that best serve someone's hair and keep their health without, harming them. So one skill at a time. Just like we have one day at a time. And lastly on this list, number 7, build a process oriented identity. A process oriented identity. See yourself the kind of man who values growth through effort. See yourself as the kind of woman, right, that values growth through effort. The great Earl Nightingale, who was coined the Dean of Personal Development, said this, and it's the truth. Took me years to finally accept it, but it is the truth. Earl Nightingale told us all, we don't get what we want in life, we get what we are. If you are a degenerate, expect degenerate things. If you are a liar and a thief, expect people to lie and steal from you. If you have strong values, morals, expect moral things to happen to you. If you do work, expect to get a reward. Right? If you sow, you shall reap. Those are the things, the universal laws that we just can't get around. Here's an example. Journal daily about what you've learned from patience, not what you achieved fast. How can we journal? You don't have to write it down. We got the voice recorders. I'm doing journaling right now through my YouTube channel. I can see from my first video on project expertise and each one that I make that I get better. Am I making more eye contact with you? Am I doing better at articulating myself and my storytelling? Am I doing better at going to get tangible, factual documentation as I'm trying to present with you today? So that's how I kind of gauge myself. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you are still watching, I gave you 7 strategies to reclaim focus, patience, and real growth in this microwave society that we found ourselves living in. And I can promise you without a shadow of a doubt, we live in a microwave society. Whether it's same day delivery, whether it's the likes, the loves, the comments on social media, whether it's watching the influencers highlight reel, thinking we can duplicate the same thing overnight, we live in a microwave society. How about the dating apps and the instant matches? Microwave society. How about how the algorithm feeds you, whether it's positivity, finance, whatever you're looking at, gives you instant gratification, validation, and a microwave society. But we have ways to overcome it. I put a note on my door that I look at every day so I don't become too consumed, taken away by the algorithms and the technocrats that are building this cage around us. And it reads, I was here, I remember. I was here and I remember. I remember who I am. I remember my own goals. I remember my own failures. I remember my own triumphs. I remember taking shortcuts and how that worked for me. I remember working hard and seeing how that worked for me. I remember chasing validation once upon a time. I now remember being happy with who I am by myself if need be and just enjoying the moment. So if you found this useful, as I hope you did, do me that huge favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, or the notification bell just might hit you. And don't forget, you've been on project expertise. Well, I'm the project. I just gave you the expertise, and I hope you use it for your personal gain, your personal benefit, and your personal happiness. Until the next video, I'll see you on the next go around. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I gave you some bonus material. I gave you this. I gave you a little bit of that. And I'm doing my best to shout out to Get This Work. Peace, Walt Diddy. How you doing? I am doing absolutely great. We'll rant and rave just for a little bit longer. As of right now, I wouldn't say I don't believe in an algorithm, right? Actually believe in making the content now that people value, that they can find beneficial, and slow growth. Slow growth. Do I know in my heart of hearts I should have 100,000 subscribers? Absolutely. Do I know my content is is just as good, if not better, than those with a million subscribers. Absolutely. But I also know that they had to put in some type of work, investment, whether it's financial or whatever, to get to that state and to that status. And I have to do the same. I have to do the same. I do not take it personally. Only 3 people watching is what it is. Could be worse, could be 0 people. But I am here to be the best version of myself. And I hope you do the same. I hope you do the same. And I hope everyone gathered something for this. If you would like to watch this again, come on over to Project Expertise, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're going to take this off the Walt Diddy channel because 2 reasons. One, I have over 8,000 subscribers there, so I would expect more people to come. And number 2, I can. I made the content. I can. Listen, the time is 1:37 in the a.m. Not going to keep you any longer. I am going to download this. I am going to break it up, and I'm going to put it on my Project Expertise channel where it belongs. So hope you are getting ready for a great Wednesday. Remember these things I'm about to tell you. I can recall when my father left the home when I was 9 years old. No warning that he was never coming back. Didn't come to my football games, high school graduations, even when I got married. I'm not married anymore. That said, he did leave me with a gym. He looked me in my eyes for 9 years every day and told me, Walter, you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. I put my mind to making this content. I put my mind to finding some solutions to the problems that's worked for me that could possibly work for you. About putting your mind in, knowing that you're more than enough, you are worthy, you are adequate, and you have just been on Project Expertise. Well, I'm the project, and I just gave you the expertise. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and the notification bell just might hit you. Have a great, great day, and I'm going to see you